Hello children, welcome back to Nagesh Karajagi Orchid School channel, Sholapur. I, Nikita teacher teaching you social studies for grade 3. Yes children, in the last session what we have learned? Yes, we have learned lesson number 8, our last chapter of this lesson. Okay. Now in Chennai what you have learned? Yes, we have learned about climate. Yes, we have learned about clothes, what the people they are wearing. We have discussed about food, festival. Yes, and even languages and what type of industries are there in Chennai. And we have discussed about some beautiful tourist places also we have discussed in this lesson. And in this today's session what we are going to do? We are going to see some question answer session and some presentation, animation and interactive task. Okay, now till that time what you are going to do? You are going to open your Canopy textbook and you are going to open your Canopy textbook lesson number 8 and you are going to read this lesson with the help of audio. When I play an audio you have to read it carefully with the help of an audio. Okay children, are you ready with your Canopy textbook? Okay, let's start reading with the help of audio. Now take out page number 43, that is lesson number 8, Chennai. Okay, I will start an audio. You have to listen it carefully. With the help of audio, you are going to read the lesson.
Chennai.
By the end of this lesson, you will learn about the city of Chennai, its location and climate, the people, their clothes, food, festivals, language and culture, its industries, institutions and system of transport.
A huge wave had devastated parts of Chennai and the neighboring areas in the year 2004. What was this wave called?
Chennai is the capital of Tamil Nadu. It was earlier known as Madras. It is the fourth largest city in India. It is located along the southeastern coast of India, facing the Bay of Bengal. It is a port city. Important offices of the government of Tamil Nadu are located here. The governor, chief minister and other ministers live and work in the city. Climate. Chennai is hot and humid throughout the year. The sea breeze during the day and the land breeze at night gives people some relief from the hot weather. Chennai gets rain mainly in the months of October to December.
Did you know? You have read in an earlier lesson about municipal corporations. Chennai has the oldest municipal corporation in India.
Clothes. Since the weather is hot and humid, people mostly wear cotton clothes throughout the year. Woolen clothes are not needed here. The traditional dress for men is the veshti and shirt. Women wear saris and blouses. Girls wear pavadai and blouse. However, these days, many of the women and girls in Chennai wear salwar kameez or jeans and t-shirts. Most of the men wear trousers and shirts. Food. Rice is a staple food of the people. They like to eat it with rasam, sambar, puriyal and curd. Other popular dishes are idli, dosa, vada and upma. Kesari is a popular sweet dish. Festivals.
All the important Indian festivals are celebrated in Chennai. The Harvest Festival, called Pongal, is the most popular. It is celebrated for 3 days in January. Kartika Deepam is another important festival celebrated here.
Language and culture. Most people in Chennai speak Tamil. English is commonly spoken too. The people of Tamil Nadu are proud of their traditional dance and music. Bharatanatyam is a well-known classical dance form of Tamil Nadu. Carnatic music is the traditional music of the state. All kinds of sports are played in the city. The people enjoy playing cricket, football, tennis and chess.
Did you know the famous chess player Vishwanathan Anand and A.R. Rahman, the music composer, are from Chennai. M.S. Subbulakshmi, the famous Carnatic singer, was also from Chennai.
Industry. Chennai has important industries like information technology, IT, cotton textiles and leather. There is an oil refinery too. It has factories which make cycles, cars, trucks and railway coaches. Chennai has a well-known film industry, tourist attractions. Several Indian and foreign tourists visit Chennai every year. Some places of tourist interest in the city are Fort St. George, Marina Beach, Golden Beach, Chennai Museum, St. Thomas Church and the Snake Park. Chennai is a city of temples. You will find a temple in almost every street. The Kapalishwara temple in Mylapore is a famous landmark of Chennai.
Yes, children, we have read this lesson with the help of an audio. Okay. Now, what you are going to do? We are going to see some presentation, animation, and question answer session. Okay, in this session. Okay. Let's see first question. Okay. Now EQ question we will see. Okay. What is the first question here? What they have gave? Where is Chennai located? Come on, tell me, where is Chennai located, children? Yes. It is located along southeastern coast of India, facing to Bay of Bengal. Okay. Next question. How does the location of Chennai affects its climate? The clothes people wear and the food they eat. Now tell me, how does the location of the Chennai affects its climate? How is the location of Chennai? Where it is located? Yes, just now we have seen where it is located. It is located in the southeastern part, eastern coast of India, facing through Bay of Bengal. Okay. Then how is the climate over in Chennai? It is throughout the year it is very hot and humid. Because it is a hot and humid, that's why the people, which type of clothes they wear? They are wearing cotton clothes, and here woolen clothes the peoples they are not wearing. Because why they are not wearing woolen clothes? Because throughout the year the climate is very hot and humid. That's why there is no need of wearing woolen clothes here. They only wear cotton clothes. And what type of food they eat? Yes, they eat rice and fish. Yes, they are eating rice. No, sorry, they are eating only rice, and along with rice they like to eat with rasam, sambar, poriyal and curd. Okay. What type of food they are eating? They are eating food. Rice is the staple food of the people, and along with that they like to eat with rasam, sambar, poriyal and curd. Okay. Even they are having other dishes also which are popular in Chennai, that is idli, dosa, vada, upma and upma. These are a breakfast. When we are eating this type of food, we are eating this at breakfast time. And one of the most important, one of the famous sweet is there in Chennai. Which is the famous sweet dish? Popular, that is kesari. In our city we call it as shira. Okay. Now let's see the next question. Now next, what the question? Describe the traditional dress of the men and the women of Chennai. Now come on, tell me, what are the traditional dresses which are worn in Chennai by men and women? Come on, tell me. We have learned in the previous lesson also the clothes we wear also, and now also we have learned the same thing. You can answer me easily if you have read the lesson carefully, and if you have learned the hard words, then you can answer it easily. Come on, give me the answer. Yes, correct. The traditional dress of the men is the vishti and shirt, and women wear saris and blouses. Okay. And girls wear pavadi and blouse. Okay. These are the traditional dress worn by men and women in Chennai. Okay. Next question we'll see. Okay. Now here you are going to solve the name the following. Now come on, tell me the number one answer. the harvest festival of Tamil Nadu? That is Chennai. Which is the harvest festival they are celebrating in Chennai? Come on, give me the answer. Even teacher has told you you have learned this lesson in the last session, and I have gave you the homework to read the book, to read the lesson. Then you can answer me easily. Come on, who will give me the answer? Yes, correct. What is the correct answer? Pongal. The harvest festival of Tamil Nadu is Pongal. Next question we'll see. Number 2, a popular sweet dish of Tamil Nadu. Which is the popular dish of the Chennai? Yes, just now only I said in the question answers we have seen in EQ question. I have told you which is the popular dish of Tamil Nadu, sweet dish of Tamil Nadu. Yes, come on, give me the answer. Correct, Kesari. It is the popular dish of sweet dish of Tamil Nadu, that is Kesari. Next question. Now you are going to identify and name the following traditional style of music practiced in Tamil Nadu. Which traditional style of music are practiced in Tamil Nadu? In Chennai, which type of music they are practiced? Yes, correct. Carnatic music, yes. Traditional dance of Tamil Nadu. Which is the traditional dance of Tamil Nadu? I think we are teaching in school also. Yes, we are having teacher also, dance teacher who is teaching you the traditional dance. Which is the traditional dance of Tamil Nadu? Come on, give me the answer. Yes, Bharatnatyam. Okay, understood? The traditional dance of Tamil Nadu is Bharatnatyam. And we'll see the presentation. We'll see the presentation of this lesson. That is what? Pongal, the harvest festival. Where the festival is celebrated? In which city it is celebrated? In Chennai. Why they are celebrating Pongal festival? Let's see. Pongal, the harvest festival. Pongal is a 4-day long harvest festival celebrated in Tamil Nadu. How many days they are celebrating the Pongal festival? 4 days long. This festival is held in the month of Thai, that is in the month of January and February. The season when rice, sugarcane and turmeric are harvested in Tamil Nadu. Which season? In the month of Jan and Feb, the season they grow. What they grow? They grow rice, sugarcane and turmeric are harvested in where? In Tamil Nadu. Okay. Legends of Pongal. Why we are celebrating Pongal? We will see what are the legends of Pongal. According to the legend, once Shiva asked his bull. Who is he? He is a goddess Shiva. Okay. He asked his bull Basva to go to the earth and ask the people to have an oil massage and bath every day and to eat once a month. What they told to the Basva to go to the earth and ask the people to have an oil massage and bath every day and to eat once a month. Okay. By mistake. What happened? It happened, some mistake happened from Baswa, told people on the earth that they should eat daily and have an oil bath once a month. What he has said, he has gave the wrong information. Then what happened? This mistake aggrieved Shiva, who cursed Baswa, banishing him to live on the earth forever. What happened? He gave him a punishment to Baswa to live on the earth forever. He would have to plow the field and help the people produce more food. What punishment he gave? He have to plow the field and help the people produce more food. Thus on Pongal, people worship cattle, especially the bull, to show their gratitude for the many ways in which they help us. Why we are celebrating this festival? To gratitude the bull. On that's why we are celebrating the Pongal festival, because they help. The bull is helping to worship cattle. Okay. they started to grow crops. Yes, that's why they are celebrating the Pongal festival, the harvest festival. According to the legend, Lord Indra had become arrogant and proud. Why the Lord Indra has become arrogant and proud? After becoming the king of all deities, means what? All gods. He has become a king. To teach him a lesson, to teach a lesson to God Indra, Lord Indra, what happened? Lord Krishna asked all the cowherds to stop worship Lord Indra. This angered Lord Indra. He sent down heavy rain with lightning and thunder. With the help of what happened? Lord Indra got angered, and what happened? He sent down a heavy rain with lightning and thunder. Lightning and thunder, you know, no? When it rains, how it is? Lightning and thunder. It rained continuously for 3 days. When it rained continuously for 3 days, Lord Shiva lifted Mount Govardhan and held it over the cowherds, thus protecting them from the storm and the Indra's anger. Okay, who has came down? Lord Krishna lifted, what he lifted? Govardhan. Then, realizing his mistake, Indra apologized to Krishna. What? Indra has apologized to Krishna. He said sorry to Lord Krishna. Lord Indra said sorry to Lord Krishna and promised to stay humble. And Krishna allowed the people to continue celebrating Pongal in honor of Indra. In the honor of Indra, the people, they are celebrating Pongal festival. Pongal celebration, how they are celebrating, okay? That is Bhogi Pongal. The first day of Pongal is known as Bhogi Pongal. On this day, a huge bonfire is lit and is kept burning throughout the night. As you can see the bonfire, it has kept burning throughout the night. People throw all their old and unwanted things into this fire. What the people, they throw all the old things and unwanted things, they throw in they throw in this bonfire. Boys beat little buffalo hit drums known as bogi kutus as they danced around the bonfire. Okay. Next is what? Surya Pongal. On the second day they are celebrating this. Pongal. The second day of Pongal is known as Surya Pongal, is dedicated to the sun god. A special dish is cooked on this day in a new mud pot. This festival is dedicated to which lord? God Sun. That's why this festival is known as Surya Pongal. A special dish is cooked on this day. On this special occasion, they are making a special dish on this day. On which day? Where they are preparing this dish? In a new mud pot. The special dish is called Sarakhai Pongal and it's offered to sun god along with sugarcane. Okay. Next question, next slide. As you can see in the picture, Mattu Pongal. The third day is known as Mattu Pongal. On this day, the farmer honors the cattle for helping them to get good harvest. The farmer paint the horns of the bulls and cover them with the shining metal caps. What they have decorating their horns with the shiny metal caps. Cattle race are conducted. On this day they make a race. Cattle race are conducted. Adventurous games like Jalik Katu are held, where groups of young men try to tame wild bulls. See, they started a race between this. They started the race between the wild bull. Okay. Kamu Pongal. This is the final day of Pongal celebration. The word Kamu means to view. During this day, people visit with relatives and friends. People flock to the beaches and parks with their family. Yes, this is the final day of Pongal celebration. Yes, during this day, the people they visit to their relatives and friends. Where they meet to the flock to the beach and the parks with their family. Okay, on this day. Next we will see. Next question. Okay, not there. Then we'll see some interactive task of this lesson. Now you are going to complete the quiz on the Chennai and type the answer and press done. Okay. Number 1 is what? Chennai was previously known as? What Chennai was previously known as? Madras. Okay, come on. Tell me the spelling of Madras. If you have learned the hard words, you can give me the answer easily. What is the spelling of Madras? M-A-D-R-A-S. Okay. Let us. Very good. Next question we'll see. To the east of Chennai lies. To the east of Chennai lies the. What lies to the east of Chennai? Where it is facing? Yes, where the Chennai is facing, where the Chennai is lying, lies in the. Yes, correct. Bay of Bengal. Yes, children. Now let's see number 2, second question. To the east of Chennai lies the. Yes, your teacher has taught you the lesson, and even I gave you the homework to read the lesson carefully, and you have whatever you find hard words you have to read. I told you for this purpose only, that you can answer me easily. Now tell me, children, to the east of Chennai lies the. Which? Yes, where it is lies? Where it is facing? The east of Chennai lies the. Yes, correct. Bay of Bengal. Now tell me the spelling of Bay of Bengal. B-A-Y Bay, O-F of Bengal, B-E-N-G-A-L. Correct. Let's see the answer. Is it correct or wrong?
Correct.
Very good. It is correct. Next question we'll see. Yes. The traditional dress of the men is dash and shirt. Yes, we have learned the traditional dress. The man they wore in Chennai. Which type of traditional dress the man is wore in Chennai? Yes, children, give me the answer. If you have read the lesson carefully, you can answer me easily. Come on, what type of dress? What type of traditional dress the man is wearing in Chennai? Yes, along with shirt, and what they are wearing as a traditional dress? Yes, give me the answer. Yes, correct. Veshti. The spelling of Veshti. Come on, tell me the spelling of Veshti. Yes, V-E-S-H-T-I. Veshti. Okay. The traditional dress of the men is Veshti and shirt. Done.
Correct.
Next question. Number 4. It is the harvest festival of Chennai. Just now we have read the harvest festival. We have discussed about the harvest festival of Chennai. Which is the harvest festival of Chennai? Yes, come on, tell me which is the harvest festival of Chennai is known as? Just now we had seen a presentation on it. Yes, correct. The answer is what? Pongal. Spelling of Pongal? P-O-N-G-A-L. Pongal. Next question. We'll press on. Very good. Next question number 5. Traditional music of the state. Now, what is the traditional music of this state? Which is the traditional music famous in Chennai? As M.S. Shubhalakshmi, the famous singer, was from Chennai. But she was famous for which music? Yes, correct. Carnatic music. Spelling of Carnatic? C. Yes. Spelling of Carnatic? C-A-R. Yes. After that, N-A-T-I-C. Carnatic. Okay.
Correct.
Next question. We'll see number 6. Popular sweet dish. Yes. Which is the popular sweet dish in Chennai? Yes. Correct. The answer is what? Kesari. Spelling of Kesari? Yes. Kesari. Let's see the answer whether it is correct or wrong.
Correct.
Answer is correct. Next question we'll see. Staple food of the people of Chennai. Which is the staple food of people of Chennai? Which is the staple food? Yes. In the month of Jan and Feb, they grows the crops like rice. Yes. That's why the staple food of Chennai is what? Rice. Spelling of rice, R-I-C-E, rice. Let's see the answer. Correct answer. The answer is correct, that the staple food of the people of Chennai is rice. Now number 8. Long skirts generally worn by girls in Chennai. That is known as what? Yes, that is pavadi. Okay, spelling of this spelling P-A-V-A-D-I. I think the spelling, let's see the spelling again. P-A-V-A-D-A-I. Pavadai. Okay. Let's see the answer is correct. Yes. Next question. Number 9. A well-known dance form of Tamil Nadu. What is the well-known dance form of Tamil Nadu? As you know, we are taking in our school also, as we are having a dance period. In dance period, we are teaching, you know, which type of dance we are having, freestyle, and one more dance we are having. Yes. Yes, that is Bharatnatyam. What is the spelling of Bharatnatyam? B-H-A-R-A-T-A-N-A-T-Y-A-M. Bharatnatyam. Okay. You have to learn the spelling. If I will ask you the question, you have to give me the answer correctly. That's why I am again and again I am telling that who have not learned the spelling, you have to learn the spelling. Okay. Of each and every lesson.
Correct.
Correct. The answer is what? The well-known dance form of Tamil Nadu is The well-known dance form of Tamil Nadu is Bharatnatyam. Okay. Let's see number 10 question. The second longest beach in the world. Which is the second longest beach in the world? Yes, that is Marina Beach. Spelling of this beach. What is the spelling? Yes, give me the answer. Spelling of this beach. M-A-R-I-N-A. Okay, and B-E-A-C-H. Okay, let's see the answer.
Yippee!
Yes.
Completed the activity.
What they are saying, that you have completed the activity and you have solved all the questions correctly. Now let's see the answer page. Once again we will repeat this question. Let's see the answer page. First question, what they have asked you? Chennai was previously known as Madras. Okay. Number 2, to the east of Chennai lies the Bay of Bengal. Number 3, traditional dress of the men is veshti and shirt. Number 4, it is the harvest festival of Chennai, that is Pongal. Number 5, traditional music of the state, Carnatic. Okay. Popular sweet dish, Kesari. Number 7, staple food of the people of Chennai, rice. Number 8, long skirt generally worn by girl is pavadi. Number 9, a well-known dance form, Bharatnatyam. Number 10, the second longest beach in the world is Marina Beach. Okay, understood? We have solved the interactive task. Okay. Now, what we have learned? Yes, children, we have learned. Today what we have learned? Lesson number 8, that is Chennai. In this today's session we have seen some question answers. Yes, after that we have seen presentation and interactive task. Yes, in the next session what we are going to see, we are going to continue with this lesson. Okay, that is lesson number 8. We are going to solve textbook exercise. Till that time I will give you the homework that you are going to open your Canopy textbook, and once again if you have not read the lesson, you are going to read this lesson again and again. You are going, if you have not read, you are going to read the hard words also, and you are going to try to solve the textbook exercise. In the next session we will see with the textbook exercise and some enrichment activity of this lesson. Okay children, till that time, bye bye, see you, thank you.